Hey everybody, welcome back. Falcon, Bloodborne episode number 2. Let's continue onward over here. We haven't really fought a boss yet because I decided to take a little bit of a roundabout way to get to the first boss, although the very first boss that I'm talking about is the Cleric Beast, and it's kind of really debatable if you could really consider him the first boss. In a sense, he's kind of like the easiest one to run into. But on the flip side, the Cleric Beast is honestly kind of, optional. You're not even, if you want, you can go through the entire fucking game without even fighting the cleric boss, so I mean there is that. So I mean I'm not really sure what I'm arguing about the first boss that I'm skipping, because, you know, again, it's actually completely optional and skippable. I don't think many people know that, but that is totally the case. Now we're over here moving around because this is going to lead us to the actual first real boss that you're supposed to kind of fight in order for continuity's sake over here. Just trying to take care of these pros here along the way and find some items. I'm over here keeping my eyes peeled for a madman's knowledge. That's what I'm really hoping to get, because that'll actually help us get our leveling function going on over here. Because right now we have blood echoes, but we can't really use them because we have no insight yet. Let's see. There's nothing down there I should really be worried about. That'll lead us to the first... Oh, actually, you know what? This wouldn't be the worst idea, because it should lead us to a shortcut indeed. So you know what, let's jump down over here really quickly. And let's go up here and at least unlock the shortcut, just in case I do die by any sort of, you know, chance. I could always just kind of get back here really easily without having to go through that entire area again. I will be cutting off, by the way, runbacks to areas. So say, for instance, I was to die right here, I really wouldn't record the pad back here again. Am I correct about this being a shortcut? Yes, I think I am. Oh, hey! I didn't even see you there. How you doing, buddy? I will be cutting back, like, runs to areas that I died at, just because, you know, he doesn't want to see that again, I would imagine. So I will cut back to the moment that I'm back where I died, and we'll pick up from there. So, oh, Madman's Knowledge. Perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for to level up. As a matter of fact, we could just pop it right now. What this works like is essentially your humanity from Dark Souls, so you could pop it, and you could use it for, you know, PvP co-op and things of that nature, although... Here's the really tricky part about it. The more insight that you acquire in the game, things change in the game. And I'm just going to say right now, take a good look at your surroundings right now. We have no insight, but look at our surroundings, right? Just keep a good look at that. Because later on, you'll probably see things change a little bit based on insight and also story progression. But you could actually initiate most of the story progression stuff earlier by accumulating a lot of insight. But, you know, I'll talk about that later because I don't really want to spoil it right now. So let's use this right now, and this will give us our first point of insight. Excellent. Now we can actually level up if we want to. And I think that really first point of insight is actually really more important than we honestly think. Now, the reason why we couldn't level up before having 1 point of insight is because insight is knowledge in the game, and technically it's considered madman's knowledge. Let me take care of this guy first, and we'll continue on that train of thought here. Boomski! Oh my lord. Blood vials, excellent. So, oh, I used it up already. But it's called Madman's Knowledge for a reason, at least it feels like to me, because... Oh, NPC, okay, 1 second again.
Wretched outside are trying to fool me to open this door. Heavens, the depths of depravity.
That's it, right? You're not gonna say anything else? No, okay. Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying to trick you into opening this door. But the Madman's Knowledge, in a sense, it's kind of weird, because right now when we had 0, we couldn't level up. The reason why we couldn't level up is back at Hunter's Dream, we couldn't really interact with that doll. And we'll get more to that really soon. As a matter of fact, we'll see it right now. Before we go back to Hunter's Dream to level up, though, let's talk to this NPC over here. This is really important, by the way.
Who are you? Are you a hunter? Please will look for my mum. Daddy never came back from the hunt, and she went to find him. But now she's gone too. I'm all alone and scared. Really? Oh, thank you. My mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, I mustn't forget. If you find my mum, give her this music box. It plays one of Daddy's favourite songs. And when Daddy forgets us, we play it for him so he remembers. Mum's so silly running off without it. My mum wears a red jewel. It's so big. Oh, please.
Okay, so this is a really important side quest just because the item that she did give us, which is the tiny music box, can actually be used for our first actual required boss here. So let's check this out. A small music box received from a young Yarnum girl. Plays a song shared by her mother and father. Inside the lid is a small scrap of paper, perhaps an old message. Two names can be made out, however, faintly. Viola and Gascoigne, or Gascoigne. I'm not really sure how to pronounce this name. This is really important. I won't talk about it yet until we get to that point, but just realize it's a really important item that you don't necessarily need it. You can completely skip this little side quest altogether, but it can actually help you with the first required boss if you're having some issues. I don't think many people will have issues, although, you know, if you're still getting used to the game, you might. But the item that we acquired can help us out quite a bit over here. So this is actually going to lead us back to the area where that big dude was banging on the door. So that's one shortcut right there. This isn't the one I was looking for. I was hoping for the one that would actually get us back to Central Yarnum, the first lamplight here. Which, you know, in a sense, I guess we could go back there, but before we do that, I would really like to open up that one, because I don't want to respawn all the enemies and run through this shit again. Then again, I do have a certain amount of blood echoes that I really want to lose as well, but I guess we'll keep going forward here. And just be really careful about not dying. I said be really careful about not dying and taking damage to this fucking dog over here. Now we're gonna have a few more doggies as well as another sniper over here, which kind of worries me. There goes the sniper man. Let's see about running to sniper man. Oh, fuck me. That was some fucking terrible damage. Point blank damage. Alrighty. Yeah, come up the stairs. Maybe. Oh, don't burn me, you piece of shit. Don't you fucking burn me right now. Alrighty. Let's take care of you guys one at a time. You guys just forgot about me, huh? Alrighty. You know, much like Peter Gabriel said, don't you forget about me. Dogman, don't you fucking bark at me too like I owe you something, because I don't. Alrighty. This guy hasn't even fucking noticed what's happening over here to his friends. Good. Keep it that way. No, don't attack me. Dogs, man, how do they work? They have the most irregular pattern of movement. I hate it. Alright, so we're maxed out on blood vials. We're getting a little bit extra sent to the storage, which is really important, because if I die, we should be starting off with 20 off the bat here. So that's pretty good. Okay. Now, if I'm right, this should lead to the bridge area, but I could be wrong. I've run through this area so many times before, but yeah, this is totally it. So we have some werewolves over there. Werewolves are going to be important for a reason. Remember that we already fought a werewolf. He's the one who killed me the first time around, which was the required death in a sense. And then we came back and we dealt with him pretty easily. Well, it's not going to be that easy this time around because that werewolf's actually at full health. The one that we fought had already been weakened. I guess this was because it was the first enemy in the game. They don't really want you to die to it over and over. But it had already been weakened, so we were able to deal with them kind of easily. These guys are going to be two of them right now, and they're actually at full health. So this will be like one of the very first challenges from the game. And speaking of challenges, if you keep going down this way, you'll find another path down into the sewer, which we might take, but the one thing I really want to do is not risk dying and actually using these blood echoes for a little bit of leveling. And also, more importantly, what I want to do is get back and actually upgrade my weapon, because we've been acquiring a few of these blood shards, and they could be really useful for, you know, leveling our weapon. So we have two werewolves over there. If you run down all the way down there, it should be the very first boss, which is optional. Again, the Cleric Beast is completely optional. What the hell is this? Oh, just a note. Don't really need that. Any items over here? No. I'm almost feeling like just dashing through, because I know where the shortcut is now from this point. And that'll lead us down to the sewer. I don't really feel comfortable fighting these dudes right now, and you know what? Not gonna do it. Let's just run by. I don't mind fighting them, but not right now when I have a few, you know, 1,000 or so echoes on me. Excuse me, Dogman. Let's not chase me all the way down in here, okay? I don't think he's gonna chase me inside of the fucking house. He shouldn't be able to fit through that doorway. No, he's fine. How you doing over here? Just hanging out in the dark, huh? Yeah. A few people you've probably... Excuse me, Dogman. Get your ass back to the fucking bridge, okay? Get back to the bridge. Take it back to the bridge, Dogman. Or Werewolf Man, whatever you prefer. Hey. Oh God, no, don't come inside. You should not be able to come in through there, okay? Let's see if I can just kind of cheese you a little bit here. Oh. Open Gundam style. Alright, yeah, do that. Do some of that. No, I mean, I guess you could do this and just be a complete scumbag about the whole thing as well. Never really considered this before, this just happened by chance, and you know what? I kind of like it, although you did still get some damage in there. See if I could heal some of it back. I did. I'll fight the other guy legitimately if you guys are over here worried about me cheesing it. I don't really want to, but I mean, 2-on-1 early on, especially with all these souls on me, it's kind of a little bit bullshit if you ask me. Okay, there you go. One down. The reason I'm killing him is because, sure, I don't mind the echoes, but more importantly, can you stop maneuvering your friend's body? Actually, you know what? That's a good idea. Yeah, send your body to me so I can grab this. If I'm lucky, this should be a Bloodstone Shard. Oh, it's not. They occasionally drop Bloodstone Shards. Look, if we want to fight legitimately, I need to get back through here. Do you mind moving away, my friend? No? Okay, well, look. Look. I want to fight you legitimately. Move back. Well, okay. Oh, how did I not get the visceral attack there? That's bullshit if you ask me. Look, dog. Alright, look. You know what? I wanted to fight you legitimately, but you don't move out of the fucking way. So it's gonna have to come down to this pillar, okay? Alright, you know, call me a cheeser if you will, but I'm not trying to make it this way. This man just has absolutely no moral code whatsoever, and who am I talking about moral code? Alrighty, one more should just about do it. And he's done, right? Blood Vials. I was hoping for some Bloodstone Shards so we could level up our weapon a bit more early on, but so be it. I don't feel, you know, necessarily proud of myself for that fight. I didn't want it to go down that way, but, you know, whatever. I'll take it for now. Cold Blood too. It's not like I should feel bad about, you know, taking the easy road on, you know, From Software games on occasion. Let's be fucking honest here. Not exactly the easiest games out there, right? Alright, this guy over here, don't fall for his tricks. Don't believe Orndor's lies. He is not really a decrepit old man in a wheelchair. He will fuck you up with a cannon of some kind. When the hunt began, the Healing Church left us, blocking the great bridge to Cathedral Ward. As old Yharnam burned to the ground, that moonlight night. There are, in terms of lore in this game, most of the Dark Souls lore you remember would come from description of items and talking to NPCs. The game here does the same thing as well, although they also leave little notes around that you could find, like the one that we just did right now, and they actually tell you quite a bit as well if you look into them. So this is definitely towards one of these shortcuts, which I'm actually happy that we're unlocking right now. Hey, how you doing? Normally you aren't this aggressive. So let's just take care of you really quickly. This should be one of our shortcuts over here. Bloodstone Shard, excellent. Now I'm over here, you know, thinking about whether we should use that to upgrade the Hunter's Axe or just wait till we get the Kirk Hammer. But I guess early on we're not going to get the Kirk Hammer anytime soon. I forget exactly when you get that. And here we go. We have our shortcut to the very first lamp. So my dude has quite a fucking number on him too in terms of this blood. Look at this, man. This guy's drenched from head to toe. Alrighty, so what I'm thinking we do is probably go back and level up a little bit. Although before we do that, let me just be a little bit brazen over here. Drop a blood vial. Let me take care of these two goons over here, because this will actually... Oh, no, that's one of the shortcuts to the first required boss, but you're supposed to unlock it from the other side. Okay, look, my friend. Look. Let's be honest here. That should have been a fucking... Yeah, one of those. Okay. Now, it's my fault for not dashing over and doing that to get the visceral attack. So that was my fault. I actually parried him quite a few times, so I'm actually kind of surprised of. But that was really easy to parry because he's over there just doing that attack over and over and over. Look at that. So that was actually one of the easier ones to parry. It's the big swing back that could give you a little bit of time, a little bit of trouble, I should say. So he's done, Ski. The reason I'm killing them is because early on, as you can see, they drop blood vials. If you're running a little bit low on blood vials early on, this is a really great position to kind of farm them a little bit here. I should be heading back to level up. But before I do that, let me come and open this door from this other side. I love opening these shortcuts. Bloodborne is really good in the fact that it doesn't have a lot of lamps or quote-unquote bonfires like Dark Souls 2 had. But it does have a shit ton of shortcuts that you could actually really use to your advantage in. Not a lot of people know that, and not a lot of people unlock those, it seems, but if you find some of the shortcuts in Bloodborne, it will make life a lot easier for you. So keep that in mind. There's a bunch of shortcuts everywhere. It's just kind of up to you to find them. Beware of Hound. I think we've already been here before, right? Yeah, we moved back to the sewer area itself. So, I feel relatively okay with all the progress we've done here so far. So we're going to probably just go back and actually... I guess through here. I guess we could have gone through that side too. This elevator right here is going to lead us to the first required boss, by the way. But we have to unlock it from the other point around, which is actually going to be through the sewer if I'm correct. But right now we're going to go back to Hunter's Dream and level up. And the good thing about it is that we have the shortcut unlocked now, so we don't have to go through the entire map again to do though. We can just basically take this little shortcut here. So, let's do that. Alrighty, so back at Hunter's Dream, there should be a few differences you should probably take notice of right now. Our doll that was just basically laying down here, or not really laying down here, but just sitting there when we first started the game, is now upright. That's a doll, not really a human person. It is a doll, and now she's upright, and that's because we have one Madman's Knowledge, which is the Insight. Insight, again, is required by seeing either bosses or opening areas to the game, and also by taking down some Madman's Knowledge. My theory was the fact that we were completely sane until we gained that very first point of insight, which was, you know, quote-unquote taken through Madman's Knowledge. And that's when we started going crazy. The reason why I feel this way... Alright, this will be basically for jolly cooperation if you want to go down that path. But before we had one point of insight, this doll was basically just laying there motionless, you know, dead to the world. Now that we have one point of insight, she's basically upright and gonna start fucking talking to us.
Hello, good hunter. I am a doll, here in this dream to look after you. Honorable hunter, pursue the echoes of blood, and I will channel them into your strength. You will hunt beasts, and I will be here for you to embolden your sickly spirit.
Alrighty, so, in case you're also, a little bit of a trivia, in case you're a fan of Demon's Souls 1, you remember the Maiden in Black, voiced by the same voice actor, so I'm kind of glad to have her back because I was a big fan of the Maiden in Black. So, let's talk to her again.
Did you speak with Gammon? He was a hunter long, long ago, but now serves only to advise them. He is obscure, unseen in the dreaming world. Still, he stays here, in this dream. Such is his purpose.
Alright, we'll talk to Gurman really soon as well. So, let's over here channel some of these Blood Echoes. Use Blood Echoes Rebel race stats and
Very
level up.
well. Let me stand.
Okay, so we have 5,408 right now. We require 829 to level up, so we should be doing a little bit of leveling here at this point. We're going to increase strength a little bit here. I'm not sure how well the Hunter's Axe scales with strength here, but we're doing a strength build regardless of which, so we'll do some of that. We'll probably drop some endurance as well, a little bit of vitality, and one more strength should just about do it, because we're going to probably aim for the 50 mark for strength when it's all said and done here. So, yeah, we'll use up all of that right here. Now,
Farewell, good hunter.
what this did, however, is that it left me with absolutely no echoes to either buy items or level up my weapon here. So what I'm going to do is actually just come in here really quickly and drop one of these cold blue, cold dew, blood, whatever. Get 350. And this will be just so we can level up this weapon a bit. However, we actually have a conversation with Gurman over here, so let's talk to this individual.
Aha! You must be the new hunter. Welcome to the Hunter's Dream. This will be your home. For now, I am... Gammon. Friend to you hunters. You're sure to be in a fine haze about now, but don't think too hard about all of this. Just go out and kill a few beasts. It's for your own good, you know. It's just what hunters do. You'll get used to it. This was once a safe haven for hunters. A workshop where hunters used blood to enhance their weapons and flesh. We don't have as many tools as we once did, but you're welcome to use whatever you... Even the doll, should it please you.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe later on when I'm not recording we'll talk about that doll being used in another way, but that's besides the point. So we could do a little bit of fortifying here, which we probably will. So fortify weapons, yeah, I got it. Let's go ahead, and it's going to cost us at least 3 stones to actually level this up once. We have 4, so that's going to at least be 1 level here. So that's going to help us out a little bit, from 98 damage to 107. I'll take it. And that's about it. We can repair our weapon as well, but it seems to be doing quite alright right now. That's about it. This over here is going to be for runes, which we'll talk about later once we unlock that option. Here is your storage where your excess items, or just items you don't want to carry with you, can be stored at. And that's about it. And this over here is where you could actually buy items with insight. This only becomes available later on. I believe you need a certain amount of insight to unlock that store though. But yeah, you can only buy items from there with insight, no echoes. Your echo store is going to be down over here. And again, this store will actually have more items over time, depending on certain items that you find, and just story progression altogether. Right now we could actually buy the hunter's equipment, but you could find a variation of it down in the sewer, so instead of wasting some souls on that, I'm just going to hold off. And that's about it. Okay, we're kind of broke right now, so we really can't do much. Let's get back into the game itself. We leveled up a little bit. We leveled up our weapon. I feel more secure about this. Let's go back to Central Yharnam. Alrighty, so now that we're back in Central Yharnam, I actually realized it's about time we start wrapping up this episode anyway. So, from next episode on, we're going to be going down our shortcut over there. Excuse me, don't put your weapon away, I'm over here talking. We're going to go down the shortcut over here and continue on. We're going to probably go down into the sewers one more time and unlock the path to the real boss, the required boss anyway. And then we'll probably consider doing the optional one, which is the Cleric Beast. But either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up, leave a like. The support does mean a lot. I will catch you next time.